Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on games and probability. Many of the popular games that exist today are heavily influenced by probability or chance. From previous videos, we may remember that chance or probability deals with the likelihood that something may or may not occur. Now here we have two words, die or dice. Die is the singular, that means it's one of these. Dice means you use two or more. So dice, that is, these are used in many popular board games. So when I say these, we mean one die or more. The die has 6 numbers, and each of these numbers has an equal chance of being thrown. Of course, there are only 6 numbers, there are 6 faces. That's why each number has an equal chance. Snakes and Ladders is a very popular board game. Let's look at the red counter, which is on the number 18. So the red counter needs a 2 to go up the ladder. 1, 2. There is 1 chance in 6 of throwing a 2, so the probability of throwing a 2 is 1 chance in 6. On a die, the probability of throwing any one of these numbers is 1 over 6. That's pretty simple. So if you just want to throw a single number, it's 1 over 6. Consider the yellow counter. Here it is here. So there's the start and there's the end. Now what happens with the yellow counter? What is the chance that you will take an extra turn after the die is rolled? To take an extra turn you have to throw a 1. So we need to roll a 1. The probability of throwing a 1 is 1 over 6. What is the chance that you will take a shortcut? We need to roll a 3 because it's 1, 2, 3. The probability of throwing a 3 is 1 over 6. Consider the green counter, which is this one here. What is the chance that you will miss a turn or move forward to the colour wheel? So here you've got 2 options. You can either miss a turn or you can move forward. In other words, we can throw a 3 or a 4. So we've got 2 choices now. So our chances have increased. So we need to roll a 3 or a 4. The probability of rolling a 3 or a 4 is 1 on 6 plus 1 on 6. Of course, it's 2 separate numbers. That gives us 2 on 6, which is 1 over 3. Now how we get 1 over 3? We just half of 2 is 1, and half of 6 is 3. Look at the red place marker. That's here. So here's the start, so we're going in that direction there. What number do you need to roll to land on AT? We need to land here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we need to roll a 3. What is the probability of tossing a 3? We've already said that the probability of tossing any single number is 1 on 6. Look at the blue place marker, this one. What is the probability of landing on any green square? Now let's see, what is the furthest we can go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the furthest we can go. That's if we throw a 6, we get there. We only want the green squares, so there are 1, 2, 3 of them. So we can throw any one of those 3 numbers. So we can throw a 1, a 2, or a 4. Okay, so the probability of landing on a green square is 3 on 6, because there are 3 numbers. Okay, and that's a half, because 3 is half of 6. Look at the red marker. Now, where's that? Here it is. There. What is the probability of landing on a single letter? Now let's see what's the furthest we can go, because we've only got 6 numbers on the die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's double check that. On the O, I think that's the furthest we can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is correct. Now let's look at how many single letters are there. 1, 2, 3, not this one, 4, 5. There are 5 single letters. So the probability of landing on a single letter is 5 out of 6. Look at the green marker. That's this one here. That one. What is the probability of landing on a square with a vowel? Now you remember the vowel is A, E, I, O or U. Now what's the furthest we can go? We can go 6 places. That's the most we can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the furthest we can go where that little red mark is. Now we want a vowel. Let's count the vowels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, D and P are not vowels. A is a vowel there, that's why we counted that. So there are 4 squares which have vowels, so the probability is 4 out of 6. Half of 4 is 2, half of 6 is 3, so the answer is 2/3. So this video has given you a good little bit of insight on chance and probability with respect to playing games and rolling a die.